The Shriners Hospitals for Children Open starts with a volunteer party where all volunteers are recognized for their efforts and the giving of their time to make sure the tournament is a success. On Monday, we attend a golf clinic hosted by Joe Morrissey, Tommy's dad. Tommy is a fellow patient of Shriners Hospital. He is only 5 years old and he is considered a golf prodigy. We got to spend some time with Tommy and his parents, and we got some golf lessons from him.
Can you just briefly tell us about Tommy's story and what he's been doing and everything?
Well, his story began when we found out that he was going to be born with one arm, and as parents we decided that we were going to give Tommy all the tools to be successful in the two-handed world, and we just simply provided him with the right set of ideas of I can, I will, and he took off. Thanks to the people from Shriners, they were able to give us a lot of pointers as to how to bring him into the world as a one-handed boy, and it's worked out pretty well. He's been on the Ellen Show, he's played golf with Tiger Woods, Bubba Watson, Arnold Palmer. He's been viewed more than 40 million times around the world.
On Tuesday, we attended the Kick Off Your Heels Luncheon, which was lots of fun. We had an opportunity to tell a little bit of our stories, and we were able to spend time with some of the ladies who were there.
I was surprised at the reaction from the women in attendance, who seemed to be really moved by our speeches.
Can you tell us what's your motivation to do this event every year?
You know, your stories are our motivation. Every day we go about our normal lives and you don't realize some of the obstacles, for example, that you both have faced, and the strength and the perseverance you've shown, and just the caring and kindness from the Shriners Hospitals. And seeing and hearing your stories is what makes everything we do all year long to put on this event so worthwhile.
On Wednesday, we volunteered with the PGA Wives and the Shriners Ladies at a Goody Two Shoes Foundation event. We visited a local school and distributed new shoes to kids in need of a new, well-fitted pair of shoes.
I was especially moved by what the foundation does for children in the area. I think they have a lot in common with Shriners Hospitals for Children, and it was nice to be able to support this community.
Tell us about what you do through this foundation.
My husband and I started the Goody Two Shoes Foundation in 2003 with the simple premise that we wanted to provide some disadvantaged kids with new shoes and socks. And over the last 14 years, we've outfitted almost 74,000 children with brand new shoes and socks right here in Clark County. All of the kids are chosen based on being on the free or reduced lunch program. That's our qualifier. All the schools we serve, which we do 25 schools every school year, are all Title I Tier 1 schools. So that means they are schools with the greatest populations of need here in our community.
Later that evening, we hosted the hospital experience on the Hill. We talked to the PGA golfers and others about what it's like to be a patient at Shriners Hospital.
Our special guests and participants were 4 PGA Tour pros: Smiley Kaufman, Charlie Huffman, Jonathan Burt, and William McGirt.
We invited the golfers to participate in events that allowed an experience similar to those a patient might experience. The golfers were great sports and very willing to get involved in the activities.
We ended the activity with a talk on anti-bullying and encouraging everyone to cut the bull.
It's a great turnout. It was fun to kind of do some of the activities that these kids will have to deal with day-to-day basis, and I failed, and it was, it just gives you just a little bit of a perspective of what these kids have to go through on a day-to-day experience, and it was cool for us to see it, and we support these kids 100%. It's pretty cool to see.
This event was the most eye-opening for me for all that they do and how much money they raise, serving other people in need, and that motivates me and encourages me.
Thursday was a special day. Ken and Carrie invited me to their agency called Best Agency. This agency specializes in model, talent, and events management. They welcomed me with open arms and set aside some time for me to speak with their talent management, their public speaking experts, their modeling coach, and finally, I had a photo shoot session. I was so happy that I got a chance to speak with their agents and gain more knowledge on what it's like to become a model and motivational speaker, as this is something I hope to do professionally one day.
On Thursday, we did some media interviews with the local news station and the Golf Channel. It was a good opportunity to share the news and promote awareness of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. On Friday morning, I was invited to a VIP behind-the-scenes tour at PBR. I was able to meet some of the riders and got to see where they keep their bulls and horses when they are not active in the arena. It was a great experience.
On Friday and Saturday, we interacted with attendees and of course, Fezzi. It was nice to connect with people who come to the golf course who may or may not know about Shriners Hospitals for Children.
Later, we were part of a dinner and entertainment evening with the standard bearers. These are patients from all of our 22 hospitals who came here to volunteer their time carrying the standard with scores.
After dinner, we went to the high roller at the Link and saw Las Vegas from its highest point. It was a great opportunity to meet people from all over the country, Canada and Mexico, and to have an evening where we could all be kids.
Sunday Championship Day was great. This time Marius and I participated as standard bearers with the last group. It was a fun experience and we ended up walking with the champion, Rod Pampling.
We were so happy for the champion. Overall, it was a wonderful experience.
Just giving back is great, but then to have a tournament that does such an amazing job around the world for kids, it's a great honour to be a champion now, and hopefully I can do whatever I can to help them out.
We will remember this forever, and we hope our presence helped in some way to raise awareness for Shriners Hospitals for Children.